Yeah, hey guys, just gonna have a quick chat about my barefoot running socks, the Roo Runners. Um, I've been running barefoot for quite a number of years now. Um, Running barefoot when I was a child on the farm, chasing the cows and whatever. So as I've been getting a bit older, my mind has been more interested in barefoot running, of learning to investigate and take things as far as I can go. So with these barefoot running socks, there's a couple of things with these that I'm not okay with or not so impressed, and looking for ways to improve it. And one big thing is um, this is obviously rubber upcycle recycled car tube. It's there's no earthing involved, so that's one big thing. I want it to be earthed. So the second problem with it is because it's a complete like piece unit. When your foot's in there, it slides a bit. Obviously, with running shoes, they have shoelaces, quite obvious, to tighten that to make it hug. So yes, I could. The aim with these is to keep it as simple as possible, to make them as quick as possible, financially affordable. Obviously, every little bit of extra add-on takes time, takes cost, takes other tools and material to make. So trying to reduce it. Hence, barefoot running as simple. Open the door, no shoes, no money, just run barefoot. Simple. So to make these, to improve on this, if I wanted to keep the complete unit, I'd have to add a strap to tighten this to make it hug more tight on your foot. Whether I obviously went from here and just had a little clip, um, or elastic pulls to tighten it. Because with this, the reason I went with the sock is because the sock is 99% finished, complete. So it's already 99%, or 100%. The sock's 100%. 99 meaning trying to convert that sock into a running sock. So, and it fits like a hat. Most of them, one size fits all in one way or another. Obviously not children and adults. You get what I mean. So trying to convert that into a running sock. So when you're running, your mind is so focused on the slight little form of movement, whether it's uncomfortable, or when you're racing or you're running and you want to harness that energy, and that you don't want no distractions, not one iota of a distraction or something annoying you. When you're competing against other runners or yourself, you want that full focus, everything to just flow, no problems at all. So, moving on. What I have found is the other thing with shoes is everyone wants it to look new. New is better. The latest model is better. In my way, is the more battered it is, the more worn it is, the more it looks like you've been running and like they're real. They're not just straight out of the plastic, fantastic, straight from the shop. You've done no kilometers. You're just there to look good and look at me, all ego, all fakeness, and so forth. So all you kids out there, you got a hole in them, the better. So anyway, when earthing is a big factor for myself and barefoot running, that's the whole point of it. So just give you an example. When you got it on like this, that there is 100% tight and hug. Okay, 100%. I'll even chuck the other one on just to show you. Obviously, when you're hitting the pavement, and with barefoot running, you're on the front of your foot. So you're not heel striking. Running shoes have heel, have support, arches, blah, blah, extra weight also. You're, over time when you're tired, fatigued, or your running technique is not 100% and you still got improvement, and you've got room to hide. And the shoes take up a lot of that punch, a lot of that give. So your tendons, your ligaments, and your small muscles go to sleep. With running barefoot, you can't. So that's 100% hug. This one here, this is not 100% properly. When you're running, there's room for a bit of sliding as such. It's probably not the best example, this one. Well, if you get the right size sock, it helps. You don't want it to be 100% tight either. This one here, she locks in. Now, the problem with this, pretty obvious, is you're going to wear a whole lot of this because your heel strikes about 10%, 15%, maybe 18%, depending on how good you are improving. After you've been running like this for quite a few years, you obviously get a lot better. Faster you run, you're on the front more, putting a lot more energy, you're generating a lot more energy, and you've got a faster turnover, so your technique is right up, core, posture, strength. But when you're going slower, you're just cruising, you're dropping a back a gear, you're being a bit more relaxed, it's not such a big deal. So your heel's going to have more time and more space to contact the ground. When you're up faster, you have less. So what I'm looking at doing, because these socks, some of these socks are quite nice as such. If I had my other ones here, my original design was kangaroo hide. So the thing is with the kangaroo hide, there's obviously a lot of process it's got to go through to tan the leather, obviously catch it, take a life of an animal. There's a lot of bloody work involved. Aussie slang, bloody work, but skinning the animal, the blood, a lot of physical labour, someone else's labour, and then soaking it in salt water and so forth, and then letting it dry, and so there's a lot, and then transport on top of that, just to make it like that. And then there's a cost involved, $49 for quite a big piece as such. And you've got to add that onto your product to try and sell to you guys to then make it profitable, blah, blah, blah. So trying to reduce all that. Where recycled car tube, the other thing, get about, give or take 200-300 kilometers with the kangaroo hide. Yes, you can go beef. Yes, beef hide is thicker, but there's a lot more mass production with beef and a lot more damage. The cows are a lot more bigger. They're huge, and it takes a lot of energy for that cow, bull, whatever, to generate the size and everything compared to a kangaroo. That's the fastest, lightest animal in Australia, up to 70 kilometers an hour, 70 miles an hour. I think 70 kilometers. So about 200-300 kilometers I'll get out of this, burn a hole. The thing is with this, it's obviously lighter, it's easier. Yes, you can go to a thicker kangaroo, a beef hide, but it's harder. It's like cluck, like it's like running on something solid. So 200-300 kilometers, car tube, that's getting millions of tons getting thrown away to the waste, back into the planet. Don't know how long it takes to break this down, whether it even actually breaks down or not. I can get like 700 kilometers out of these, 1,000 kilometers, still no hole. So what does that tell you? I've tried recycled denim, because obviously in the fashion industry, a lot of denim is going straight to waste. Some people are wearing these for 2-3 days, if that, one catwalk, one night out, whatever, look at me, and getting thrown away. $300 just getting thrown away. The amount of energy to make cotton and so forth is a lot. So what I'm doing at the moment is, where'd that go? It's on my foot. is I'm going to sew kangaroo hide on here. Might look a little bit silly, but if I don't, I'm gonna burn a hole through these pretty quickly. And as I said, with these socks, battered holes better. Means you're working harder. Makes it look real like you've virtually got nothing on your foot. Because realistically, all you need is something. So about that hard point there, that's the direct point, bang. So you only really need this amount here, you know. And with the one with the kangaroo hide, it just puts a little hole right there. So there's a little earthing lug. So what I'm about to do here now is I'm going to sew that on right on there. To give you an example, I just got a bit of a pen. That's where my heel is marked out on the cross. So I'm going to sew that on there. And what I'm doing right now too is put a nail through here, because this is my little earthing lug that I'm putting on. A little bit like my signature. Make sure that you don't do it from the outside in. Make sure you do it from the inside out. Okay. If you want to make these yourself, go right ahead. I don't care. One, it's great for the environment. Two, it improves your running. Three, it helps build your connection back to the planet and back to yourself. And a lot less energy to make these, a lot less damage to the planet, and it improves your running tenfold, and you will become harder, and you will become faster as you improve and realise. Chuck that one on here. And for me, with the Roo Runners, Barefoot Running Socks Australia, every pair that we sell, so I'll sell a pair of these to you, and every pair that you buy, we're going to give a running pair away to the kids. So eventually have a website where you can get on and you can pick what child you want to sponsor, and we're going to get these socks on all these kids, and we're going to smash Nike and Adidas out of this park. Boom. Australia made, Australian owned, for the Australian people. 10 times cheaper, 10 times more better for the environment, and we can give 10 times more away, and 10 times better for your running and your time and speed and everything. So improvements. So pretty simple. So now I'm just going to sew that on to there. Like I said, it might look a bit funny, but definitely turns heads. Definitely gets a lot of interest, and that's what it's about. So send us a message if you want. Please share, whatever. Copy, paste. Make your own. I don't really care. Have a good one. Happy running, barefoot running.